Hello everyone and welcome back to DevCast Ops. Today we're going to be carrying on from where we left off last week. I've got James and Wale again, the full complement, and Wale is going to again be driving. So for a quick recap, we were setting up Consul. We got kind of halfway there, and so Consul was running but not really doing anything useful. So hopefully this week we'll start networking it together into a more useful form.
We were finished with 5 individual console servers running.
All oblivious of each other. Just the most useful way to run Consul.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. You keep fiddling with your mic though.
Yeah, I was just changing it, so yeah, my bad. But as long as you guys can hear me, we can carry on now. So, where were we last week? I think Barnaby just told you all where we were. So, we have a running console. Wow, that was not me entering there 3 times. So, I believe this is a console cluster that James kindly set up. I mean, the UI view for us. So, it says here console server, but right now what we have is 5 individual servers. So now we want to make them into one cluster, and in order to do that we need to make changes to the what do you call this, to the config file. Yes. So this is the UI. I realized I wasn't sharing my screen earlier on for the UI, but yeah, my bad. I'm still getting used to multitasking, so yeah. The first thing we want to do is make the change. So where was the template? As far as I remember, the auto join stuff needs to be somewhere in here, right?
Yes. So we agreed, I think we were splitting out the config into multiple configs last time. So we'll have a common config, probably a server config and a client config.
Okay. So I named this one server config. So
yeah, I can't remember. Do you remember if there's a preference between? I think the retry join block should live in a common config because all of the servers should be trying to join the same set of servers, even the clients.
Yeah, the block's the same, so it's worth having it in a common.
okay, so I should create another template then.
Yeah, you can do.
Common dot HCL.
Please call it common -config.
Why? Can you not tell?
More or deletes the config from the server. Just have a name consistency. Doesn't matter what it is. Just want a consistency.
Okay, I see what you mean. It's all good though. No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
The
All
extra obscurity of not knowing what anything's called.
All right. At least we agree on this now. But okay, so I have not done 2 config files. Do I still then just follow the HCL thing where I just worry about?
So if you go to the console.services file, it's just, yeah. So if you see here, we're just passing a directory. So it's going to load in every HCL file under that.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Because when I was setting this up local on my own machine, I actually specified just the file, the and the file that's in there. So yeah,
so,
which makes
something that's worth being careful about. It looks like you've got the same folder twice. You've got console project and console with Ansible. Maybe worth deleting one of them.
Oh my goodness! And guess what? Guess what? I don't know which one I've been updating. Hold on. All right, just bear with me. So actually no, I've been updating the right one. This is the right one, and then also this is also the right one with the new servers.
Yes.
So I can get rid of this one.
Yes. Just like, why do you have 2 services files? Oh, so because you made it, you then downloaded it, pushed it to GitHub, and now you've pulled it in again. Is why there's As I assume why.
Don't worry about how I did it. Just know that it works.
Okay.
And yeah, moving on swiftly. So, common config. So, what are we gonna put in here?
The retry join block.
Is
And
retry
it doesn't
underscore
come.
join.
It doesn't come on inside something in here. Because I thought it was.
Nope. It's top level.
Okay, hold on. What am I doing here? What's in here? All the YAML. Oh, we don't have anything in groups. All right. Retry join. And then, is it like this?
Nope. It is equals and then a list of all the servers.
Oh my goodness. Is there no way to automate it? Like,
Yes.
dynamically get the server?
Yes.
So depending on how you want to build this list, you can choose where you build it, whether you try and build it in the J2 bit or if you build it.
It is.
outside.
Oh, it is a one-line thing that you need. I do have the code if we want to speed this up, or we can try and work it out.
So this won't work.
That'll pick only itself.
Hold on.
So you need to get all the servers that aren't this one. Or I mean, this you can use this one as well, but you need to get a list of all the servers that we're configuring.
Okay, so. Oh wait. So that would be group vars inventory. So it would be all
console servers.
Oh yeah.
Just one
sorry.
console servers.
Yes, console server. So it would just be console servers like this.
You are close.
I don't
The
like
object you need is called inventory underscore hostnames.
No.
It's a very Ansible specific thing that if you haven't really used Ansible before, you wouldn't know.
Interesting. So on the inventory underscore
Host names.
host names. But then how does it know that only one console server?
So the way I have it is I use a query filter. I don't know if there's another way of getting them.
Depending on how you build it, you can. I'm trying to remember how we did it. I think I've done it with a load of pipes, but we have, I think, extra complexity where I've done it because our inventory file has host name. The host names are names, not IP addresses.
Yes, whereas we're using IPs.
Which makes things a lot simpler.
So, Wale, if before host names, so one sec, this entire thing needs to be in square brackets.
Okay.
So all the double quotes need to be in square brackets.
2 square brackets or just 1?
No, sorry, it's outside of the curly brackets needs to be square brackets. Because this is a list. So we're telling it to be.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Or we're telling the HL it's a list.
Okay, so like this.
Yeah.
And then we need to use query. So before inventory host names, it's query. And then open brackets. I have host names in single quotes. And then comma. And then this will be in single quotes, the console underscore service, the kind of group name.
So what I named it is console servers?
Yeah. And then close the quote. And then you want the bar or pipe or whatever you want to call it.
After the closing of the quote, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, the closing of the bracket over the normal bracket.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
So outside the normal bracket.
Oh, okay.
And then join. And then bracket.
Does it care about spacing?
No, but you probably should.
Fine.
And then brackets. And then in there you want I have single quotes. And then inside them double quotes.
Wow.
And then inside them a colon. Not a colon, a comma, sorry.
So we need a quote before the square bracket as well.
Yeah, so I have this. Yeah, that should all be inside the square bracket. Should be quotes. As double quotes is what I've got as well.
Outside the curly ones.
Like
Oh
this?
yeah, no, outside the curly ones. Just
So
one
a
either
single,
end.
yeah.
Like this?
Nope, just one there.
Just one, and then one at the other end. Because what you're essentially doing, you're getting a list of items, and then they're a string. You're joining them around a quote, comma, quote.
Yeah.
So you'll have first string, quote, comma, quote, all your strings to kind of the final one, which will finish just the end of the string. But HCL is expecting everything within the list to be within full quotes and within square brackets. Hence why the square brackets are outside and those quotes are there just to close all the items off. It looks a little weird, but it makes the sort of right formatted string at the end.
So I get everything. The only thing I didn't understand is why we have to do this part.
Because otherwise there wouldn't be a start or end quote.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah.
No, as in like the quotes at the beginning. I mean, inside the beginning of the square bracket, because technically those are numbers, right? So we wouldn't have to put them in quotes to begin with.
HCL requires them to be in quotes.
Ah, there. Should we try this out if it works?
Yeah.
Wait, this is everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, let's look at the current. Wait, have I actually SSH into any of them so far? Nope, I have not. All right, so let's pick one at random, and then let's SSH. Boon to at boom. Yes. Oh wow, it doesn't need that. Anyways, so
loading the key.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did the private public key stuff, so it's loading in your keys for you.
That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Thank you. I'm just trying to find the path that we put into
/etc/console D.
Consul D. All right, so we're gonna do cat PC console. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, because I'm not that user, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have access.
SU console. All right, so now we can do cat PC console. Yeah, there we go. So currently, nothing in here about retrial. And also in terms of the folder structure, we do not have anything other than config.acl in there as well.
So you probably want to rename that config as well to server config.
Okay, so then let's do that. Console destination, this one. So
swap screen again.
Yes, sir. Server config. There we go. It's done here. That's amended. Oh, guess what? I would have run it, but nothing would have happened.
You've renamed the file.
No, it's not that. No, this will happen. But the command does HCL. Don't I need to still push the upload as well? So exactly. So that one as well. Add this. Let's just get this template here. Add console common.
I feel like will the linter shout about the rest of the characters not being lowercase? Or it just wants a capital at the start of the name?
I think it just wants capital at the start.
Doesn't care if your grammar goes out the window after that point.
Well, they could be proper nouns. Like it doesn't know what a proper noun is, so.
That'd be a lot of effort to put into it to have a full dictionary of any word, and if it's not a considered proper noun, throw an error if it's not the start of the capitalized.
Good way to make people always ignore your stuff.
All right, so we don't want to check.
Did you set up the alias in the end, or did you not quite get around to it?
Oh, sugar. No, because that's the time you're like, let's go live.
So it really matters. Just saving
Is
you
conflict
some
added?
typing.
Also, it will make me remember the command. Because once it's in the alias, you ask me about it 2 weeks later, I'm like, I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know what the command is. I just always click up.
Yeah, but then if I have a new terminal now, I'll now have to go Google it. So, all right. Seems like it's worked. I mean, the installation worked, but we will find that. Actually, why don't we check the view here? This should tell us. Nope.
The suspicion I know why this hasn't worked.
Anyways, I think it's just safer to just quickly go in here and just check, because that didn't do what I was expecting it to do. Because we should be able to see it in there, right?
Yeah, we can run the commands on the server and see what's up. There'll probably also be something in the logs, I imagine, throwing some errors.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. Good use for journal CTL.
Okay. So now let's first check out the sudo su console. Wait, I could have just logged in as console, right?
No.
Do SSHQ be the wrong user
Oh, yeah.
directory?
Yeah, it's in the wrong place, so that wouldn't work. Well, we could work on that for next time. Hint, hint.
I don't think people should be logging in as the console user.
No.
I think this is the correct way of doing it.
Fair. Okay, so we do have both files. They're in there as root, so that's fine.
Can you cat the common config?
Yeah, we can. etc console. Oh my goodness.
Also, shouldn't they be owned by console over root?
Yes, but it doesn't matter for what we're doing because they're readable.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really should be console, and then probably not globally readable as well. Although it doesn't really matter. There's not anything sensitive in them.
1,
At the moment.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
I have a vague idea what the error is.
Do you want to
Just for
run?
deep.
Yeah, I'd run like a console members command. Will give you to see if console thinks it's got anything. No.
Nope.
Can you run journal CTL?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, you need to exit out of console.
But you don't think we? Oh yeah, we won't get it like this.
No, console won't have permission. Then you need to sudo. This is sudo command. It's worth running sudo. -u space console.
Going to
And
the
then
bottom.
if you just go all the way to the bottom.
We're at the bottom. So fail to reconcile current state with the desired
Ooh,
state.
there's the issue.
Yeah, big block of errors.
Conflicting address for node name conflicts.
Memories conflicts and just console server club must be unique.
So that's the problem.
168.
Well, that's a problem.
So wait, but 168. Where are we logged into right now?
We're 118.
118. Okay, so we shouldn't include 118, I guess.
No, the issue is the name of all the servers is the same.
Oh, I thought you changed them. Didn't
Oh,
you?
sorry, the addresses. Oh yeah, no, that is the name. Names must be unique.
This must be unique. Yeah, because here it says node name conflict. I
Yeah.
know that.
So in your server
Oh,
config,
I know why.
so I don't know if
Yeah.
it's called Consul or something like that.
So we named it something in here, node name here. So it's saying this needs to be unique.
So template host is not unique.
What is template host? So you just cat that file and see what it's named them.
I actually did.
It's probably HashiCorp console for some reason.
Cat.
You're still showing VS.
Not anymore. And so, console, and then server. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ubuntu doesn't have access to that directory.
that's annoying, isn't it? So I need to do this, and then bash, and then cat server. There we go. All right. Oh, no way. It's the name is given. I thought it would be the server IP that we'll get. That's why they're all the same. So console server, HashiCorp console. They're all
Yeah, you
gonna
could
be
just you could append the host name, the IP if you wanted.
I want this actually. See this where it says console 0?
I think that's inventory.hostname. I know because hostname's in there. You might be able to put it out in the group
Yeah,
files.
we have template, host. That's what we're using here, right? Template and then host.
Yeah.
But
There's inventory hostname, which is would be the IP in this sense. Probably Ansible fax or local fax, maybe.
I am Googling it as well.
I mean, so the lazy way is inventory underscore hostname, which
Yeah.
gives you will just be the IP address.
Oh man, I don't want that. I'd rather know. Let's do the right way. Let's do the right way. I'm Googling it right now as well. It says yeah, Ansible underscore host name. So that would then be the IP address, but that just looks weird.
So you could not specify node name and see if that just auto picks up the stuff. Actually, I don't know if you can not specify one.
If you gather facts, is set to no Ansible. Sorry, what are you saying?
You could try just not setting a node name.
Oh, so it will pick. It will do something on its own.
Yeah, see what it'll do by itself.
Okay. But in actual organization, you would want to set a node name, right?
Depends what it sets. Depends what it picks.
Yeah, it also depends how much you care. I guess it makes it slightly easier for debugging, but
I care. I want it to work with a name.
if you set up DNS and alias your set up DNS internally and have your host names mapped to the IPs internally, then you can just put the host names in your inventory file instead of the IPs.
Yes, which would be nice. And maybe someday I'll deal with that technology.
That's kind of the neat way to do it. Actually, then Ansible doesn't really have to care.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Exit. Are we still on Ubuntu console? Yes, we are. I accidentally exit my terminal. Okay. I'm expecting this to work. it has to work.
I still
This
have a
is-
suspicion that there's something that will cause issues, but we'll see.
But it tried to connect to all four. So the thing I thought was going to be an issue didn't seem to be. But
Yeah, I would have thought that would have happened. The issue I was expecting, I thought would have happened earlier.
Oh! Can you see this? What is this?
5 instances. It doesn't care.
Check.
and it even gave them the name we were trying to give them.
Consul.
Yeah. So, but that's because I actually just decided to give it this. But I thought it would be the IP address.
Oh,
But for
stands
some
for name
reason-
is that. Okay.
Yeah, I put that in there, but I was expecting IP addresses. But hey, that's fine. That's good.
The
Yeah.
inventory host name is the IP. But sweet.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So check. So moving on to the next part, which was again, what was the next part?
So you've either got encryption,
Nope.
TLS,
Nope.
ACL.
Nope.
I
Anything else?
I think
Pick
those are
one.
the three options.
I guess we could try and set up a client.
But doesn't the client just like completely change if you have any of those three when you have TLS, ACL, and encryption set up anyway?
Yeah, but I guess you could set up a client and then we could go back and set it up because you just need to pass more things to the client once you've
True.
got TLS or encryption set up.
Just see the client break.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. All right, so we can move on to the client for now, then I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so in order to set up the client one, I would go to, firstly, we need to go to the main here. So I should really rename this to Consul server, right?
Yeah,
Now-
there's some bits in your console server role that are common, but yeah,
Yes.
you should have like a console server, a console common, a console client role.
Yeah, maybe worth splitting that into a common role.
All right, so yeah, I should rename this to common then. Wait, no, is this all common? What's in there?
Not
Other
all of
than-
it's common, but most of it.
I think other than copying in the server config, it's all the same.
Yeah.
All right, so should I create another one then for server and client?
Yeah.
And it's funny how like after I create, I have to literally wait for it to see it, for me to see it. Normally, I'm used to instant.
Well, I'm sorry.
Right. Wait, is this something you can affect? You just have to increase the RAM.
No, I
Oh,
think
So
I think you're
faster network connection.
well, about that,
you're encoder.
I'm not on the fastest.
Yeah, you are barely touching the server. It's not the server that's the well, it's not the box outside that's the issue.
Yeah. All right, so this is common.
You probably also want server in there as well.
Or you run that on all.
Yeah, I think at this point, but then what do we need to change? I need to move something away first, though, right? In here, so this server needs to move away.
Yep.
You know what? I'm lazy. I'm gonna do like this. All of them are gonna get it. Paste.
I'm just going to delete 3 instead of moving 1.
But I'm saving time in creating a folder.
Yeah, it means it doesn't have to create the folder.
Because you're only deleting 2.
All right, so we have common, and then we have the template. Task is also there, so let's get the task as well. And then, so the client is ready. This server is not.
Has the files ready? Maybe a stretch.
I relax. We're getting there. All right. So, this is common. So we're gonna use this for all of them. We're gonna use this for the common. So this is the only thing that needs to go.
Yep.
And then delete permanently. Bam. And then for the task though, oh sugar, something is wrong here. Why do we have this?
I
Hold
don't
on.
know.
Answer JSON field, and we didn't have this error before.
I don't.
Anyways, I'm gonna remove what's not common, right? So all of them are gonna get this console, install console, unzip, create the directory, add console to the config. I
Oh, it's
think
probably
this one needs to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
the restart probably needs. Well, yeah.
We're going to move the restart to a handler.
The handler would. Yeah.
so this needs to be moved to, and what is that?
I would just put that at the end of server and client for now. We
Yeah,
can
well-
make
Okay.
that fancy at some point, but for now it's fine.
All right. So that means from client perspective, we can remove everything
Except add console config. Though that probably wants to be renamed. Or the templates probably want to be renamed.
Yeah. So client config, add console, client config.
And the source you probably want to rename.
Yeah. And then add console service. No, this is the same. And then this stays like that. And task template console. So this one is to rename.
You probably also want to delete the contents of that file because otherwise it's just going to spin up servers.
Well, you just change server to false.
True.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. My bad. What?
Client conf HCLJ2. Just delete the contents of that file.
Oh, okay. We
Because
won't be.
no, you don't need any. Well, you probably need some of it. But if you run this now, it will just set up as a server.
Oh, I changed that to client in here. Oh,
Yeah,
here's server
yeah.
2.
Just set server to false. And it
Yeah.
will.
Have them all called servers when they're not.
And yeah, maybe change the name.
So now this is fine, right? So this should save us.
There's probably stuff in there that's a bit unnecessary, but we can deal with
We
that
can
later.
fix that later.
Alright. So this is fine. Client common needs to.
Comment you've done.
We've done template. We've left it as it is. Console service. Now server is done. Tasks. So add console server config. Come on, add console that.
Fingers crossed. Once you've edited the main.yaml, it'll just work.
I hope so too. Oh, this is server log. I'm gonna change this to something else. That's fine. It says as it is. So now this part though, hosts, I can do comma. I can just do all for now, right?
Yep.
For
Yeah.
here, all. And then that would do it for this. So does that mean I can create another one like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I can, so this one would be console setup. And then this would be console server. Console client. Nah, it's fine. Just console is fine. And then this one is and yep.
You've missed
Just-
one bit in that file. You need to change the hosts.
Fun all and everything.
Oh yes. I was thinking, what are you talking about? Changed it all.
Well, he just really wants to spin up 10 console servers.
For both clients and servers.
Why not, sir? Why not?
You definitely
you
get some
can.
fun errors there.
No, I think you can do it. I suppose you're calling the service the same thing.
Yeah.
So which error are you saying, Banabi?
If you had both service and server and client in the same config directory, and you started the service, you probably get conflicting config error or something like that.
See,
Yeah.
this is actually quite decent. All right.
So back to the console and see what happens.
I'm tempted to just do -- check first, but it's fine. It's
We'll find out if it works this way as well.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, now it's the more. Oh, wait, the server updates and all that stuff. That was quick though.
Well, that was just
that
was gathering facts. That was like getting the host name and stuff.
Yeah.
I was thinking, wait, you have to do the new 5 ones, but you're not doing it.
Ansible will run in parallel as well where it can. I think it defaults to 5.4.
Wait, is that enterprise feature or?
No, just regular open source.
I don't think Ansible, other than them managing a server, I don't think there's much crazy things you can do at enterprise level.
No, it's kind of, they've built stuff around the open source, so they have it's just managed for you, but it's not a sort of drastic change in functionality.
It's like it's like how TFC is to Terraform. It's just like a nice, well, how it used to be, a nice, easy way of running it.
Wait,
no.
So we are supposed to be seeing the other 5 here, right?
Yeah.
The clients. Oh, wait. Before going even into the logs, I want to look at something real quick. So with the clients will join together, but they won't join to the host, right?
No, you're telling them in the common template, you're telling them to join the servers.
That would have broken it.
So
Actually, no, it should be fine. We filtered for.
That should just be the servers.
Servers. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but the clients don't know about the server yet, right?
Yeah, they do.
They should do.
If you log into one, if you log into one of the clients, the config will be correct.
Alright, one of the clients. What is?
Just steal an IP off the one of the yellow players.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You've been to Consul 5. Yay! And now Consul members. Oh, interesting. Connection refused. And then
Consul up and running.
System CTL status console.
I assume there's a config that it wants.
Yeah, let's find that. Journal.
Oh, no, that says what the error is.
Oh, was not met.
Oh, I forgot
It needs so either delete that line in the service file,
or have it as a common.
or update it so it needs the common one. You might, yeah.
Wait,
Surprised
sorry.
the-
What are we having issue? So here it's looking for command.config, right?
In the console service.j2 file,
Yeah.
line 6. It'll fail if that file doesn't exist.
Oh snap! Yeah, I could
The-
just change this to common.
Or delete it.
No, we do want it, right? It's fine to have that check there. Common.
Someday I want to learn how to read these files and how to like write one from scratch, because it seems like you can do some crazy things with them, and I just find them somewhere from the internet and always copy and paste.
Yeah.
The bit I always forget about Ansible is when you change something, you run it again, it doesn't remove the
Yes.
old stuff that's there, so that on your servers you'll still have your config.hcl files.
Oh, that may be something that's worth deleting.
Yeah.
It's,
It's all right. It's not. I don't think they're going to cause any harm because the content is the same.
Yeah, it'll only matter if we want to change what's happening. I mean, it won't take me too long to rebuild servers as well if required. It should just be a couple of deletes and then a Terraform apply. If we do decide that we've gone too far and we need to restart.
no. It's not working.
So there's a problem.
Schedule restart job restart counter at 5.
So those, yeah, you'll get more error messages, more useful error messages from Joe and CTL because there's the system D error messages, which will just be this has failed to start rather than anything related to console. -u console.
Oh, that's it. It's not even a lot.
Bootstrap true requires server equals true.
Huh?
You just uncommented. You just changed something from true to false in your
Yeah, but
client
then-
config.
Yeah, but it's a client, right? Why does it want it to be true?
No,
It
it's saying
wants to be false. It doesn't want it to be bootstrapped.
yeah. Delete
Oh, yeah. So he doesn't want that.
delete all. I think you can delete all of it other than the connect block and the node name. I think everything else is.
And UI config as well.
Or you want data center. You might want. I don't know. You could probably get a data dart.
Do you know what? I'm gonna leave everything. I've removed the
So you delete server equals true. Delete UI config because you never connect to the UI via an agent, via a client, and addresses you can delete because nothing connects to it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Fingers crossed. What's this title, by the way?
The title.
As in for today's episode.
Part 2 of the title from last episode.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Wonder how many parts we're going to get to before we have this working.
Yeah.
Till the end of the month, I'm sure it'll be done.
Hopefully. But I mean, my plan is we're just going to keep building on this stuff as we keep going. So.
And hopefully you find use for it in the end, right?
So only this will find use for it.
James is going to take this and just sell it all off as his own business.
What are we gonna call it? War out. Oh.
Yay!
Wait,
Well,
how come I couldn't see it in here though?
Because we've not deployed any services, we've just deployed clients.
Ah. So this is the leader. Server, client. Perfect. All right. So that's also check. Client and server check. What's next? We need to deploy services, or are we doing the TLS now?
Do you want to do encryption?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, it's what do you think we can do in 10 minutes? That's the question.
I think we can probably get away with encryption. That's not too complicated. TLS, I don't think it's going to happen in 10 minutes.
Okay. All right, let's do encryption then. All right, where am I going? Let me close down all of this.
From the vault, when we were messing with Nomad, and the encryption failed, I actually looked a little bit into it. And I think the better way of doing it with Ansible is actually regenerating the encryption every time.
If you're starting a new cluster, then yes.
No, even if all the agents are managed, as long as all the clients are managed by the same Ansible code, I think rebuilding the encryption every time is the right way of doing it.
I have a funny feeling.
Because you can always load in new encryption keys.
Does it? Do you know if it takes the new encryption key or if it still uses the old one that's still?
No, you have to run a command on each of the servers to load in a new one. It's not like that neat, but you run a command on all the servers to load in your encryption key, and then it will use that new key, which means you never actually have to save the key.
No, that is a good way to do it. Because you don't really want the key. If you can avoid the key being written in the config file, you're making your service more secure.
Yeah. I wonder actually if we could just do that now, just generate a key and load it into all the servers over.
Yeah. Do Consul key gen on one host, save the fact, and then you do like run once, set fact, and then deploy to all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why we do this. So we're just supposed to.
So the servers gossip to each other.
Yeah.
And they need to do that in a secure manner. So because the gossip is secrets, really.
Yeah.
You want to have some level of encryption.
Mm-hmm.
But the options are either you do a handshake, which can be man in the middle, or you just tell everyone what the encryption key is, and then they use that.
So, but then how do we pass on the encryption key to everyone?
You run console. There's a command that loads in the encryption key, which you run on all the servers, on all the agents.
No, because here, right, we generate it.
Yeah.
But then we generate it only once, but then we now need to give everyone that same key.
Yep.
So how do we pass it on to every other server using Ansible? I mean,
if you
Facts.
use facts.
Ah, okay. 0. Okay. All right. Is this it?
Yes. You want set facts is the block name.
Okay. So let's get it done then. Let's do it.
So I think you should have a another role which is like console setup, like a post deployment role.
So because right now we have fully deployed client and server. So now the next part is another tasks for the server, right? Because we generate the key.
This should be an all.
Oh, okay. So all right. So client command. So it will be in command then, and then, or you say that I should create a new one.
Create a new one.
No,
This happens after the servers. Was my thought.
Yeah. You get away with doing it in all because you can do it at the start, but I don't know with the way the restarts are structured with the servers and stuff. Whether, because after it's run Consul the first time, the common one, I don't know if Consul will spin up correctly. This is the bootstrap thing.
Yeah. Well, it won't. It won't run starts. Hold on, we can see.
Okay, so I've done it now. I've created all, and then I've created tasks main.yaml in there.
So you want to run a command? Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
I think it's Ansible built-in command.
Okay, I think we've used that in one of the things here. And command maybe?
Oh yeah, command.
On archive file,
We wouldn't have used it.
we haven't used it. Oh.
No.
Alright, so it would be, let me just grab this.
Grace has decided to make waffles, and they're making me quite hungry.
Again?
But she's making waffles. The smell of waffles is now drifting through this house.
No, I mean, you say you're hungry and then you ate just before that.
Well, yeah, I probably shouldn't eat anymore. Doesn't mean the waffles are making me not hungry.
Fair. So the command we're trying to run here is the key generate key, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then command. Is that what it is?
Yes, or shell. I can't remember.
It's command.
Oh, so shell also works. I can't really remember the difference between them.
Okay. And what's the syntax for this? Is
CMD.
it CMD? And now what we're trying to run is the
Console keygen.
yeah. Do we need to pipe it into something so we can then grab
You have
it?
a register block beneath CMD, so register and then set it what you want to register as.
You mean in here like this?
Yeah. Colon and then set a variable name.
Key. Does it have to be caps or?
It can be whatever you want. Camel
Whatever
case.
you want.
Yeah. Not camel case, snake underscores are for. Yeah.
It needs to be unindented one level, I believe. It should be on the same level as command. And can we set this to run once?
Yeah, that should be set to run once. Do you only want one key?
I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. True, I guess.
Yeah. So it's saying it's run on one of the hosts.
You're talking about setting facts. I don't think we do need to set facts because we can just pull it from the register.
Yeah, the register sets the fact. So
yeah.
So the register grabs the output of the command, or it grabs...
Yep.
Okay, cool. Do we need to tell it if it's supposed to be raw then? Because does it only generate? Okay, it only generates one. Yeah, it just generates the key. Okay, cool.
And then I guess we run the next command to give that to console. Can you remember what the command was?
I'm really trying to remember.
To what?
The command to give the key to console.
Because I've never actually done this. I'm assuming and hoping this works.
It is, so we need to put it into a file.
No, there's another way of doing it.
That's what the example is doing.
Yeah, so that's loading it at runtime. We're going to try and load it after it started.
Okay. I just realized this, but Armand's MacBook Air.
He's writing his own demos.
That's nice.
You may be worth just looking at the console help.
Console what?
Help.
In the terminal?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yes, generates the.
Oh, those probably.
keygen. Is it key? Yep, keygen help. Maybe.
We can't see your terminal if you're.
Oh my god! Guess what?
It is keyring dash install.
I just generated another one.
It don't matter. It's just random encryption keys that you're generating.
Yeah.
It is console keyring dash install and the key.
So console install.
Uh, it's no console keyring dash install.
Oh. Like this.
Yeah, and then the key after install.
Okay. So that's another command.
Yep.
You could also just run it there to see if it works. But
Will it affect anything?
no, the point of this is with every time it runs, we're going to generate a new key.
Alright, cool.
And if you want to be crazy, what it does is generate a new key. Actually, you need to generate it, promote it to primary, and then maybe you remove all old keys, but I don't know how much I care about that.
Does it
Zero.
matter? So you still want us to test it?
Yeah. Why not?
I'll probably kick
Oh.
this.
Apologies, something went wrong there with the copy. Oh my. Never
So-
mind.
This should probably be on a server, not a client.
I guess it won't really matter. It'll kick whatever you run it on out of the quorum.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, and then do I need to specify that this is the key?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just that. Cool. And then you.
Error.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
That's because none of the other servers have that key.
Ah, okay.
So this is what I was saying about kicking it out of the quorum. It's no longer talking the same language.
But if you try that on all of them, we may have to accept an error. But try it. I'm curious what happens when we plug on all of them.
It should work if we run it through Consul.
Okay. Oh, that's why I had already copied it. No,
Yeah.
I experienced it. And then,
Install key.
yeah. And then do we do double stuff?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yep.
And then get rid of the other two bits because we want to run on all the servers and we don't need to register anything.
You need to do .st out. Sorry, std out after encryption key. Inside the curly brackets.
Dot what?
std out.
Oh, standard out. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Encryption key is an object. So
Yeah. Also, will this not run on the? Actually, yeah, we want it to run on the actual place where it's generated this key as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And we will be able to tell in the UI if it's encrypted or not.
I guess if they're all in the quorum, it would have worked. If there's one missing, it's not working.
did you
You
add
have-
a new block?
In main.
Oh, hold on. Nope. Oh yes, you mean the all part. So is this going to be for all of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
In here, right? So then that would be.
No, at the end.
No.
Give me.
So
Create a
after,
new one.
yeah.
Oh. Because this one I talks to all of them. That's why I just assumed.
But
But then
they run in order.
Yeah, makes sense. See what you mean. So console all and then all again.
Yeah,
Yep.
call it something that's not console. Oh, there you go. Or console. Yeah, console, sure.
Maybe we need to factor this a little bit at some point, but just to prove that it works.
I'm just trying to figure out in here, how do we know? Does it tell us that they're talking to each other encrypted? Does it tell you here?
I don't think it does. You probably need to do the members command.
Okay, so we have to go into the terminal for that.
I guess that the nodes, would it show you the nodes? Yeah, it should show you that nodes are missing if,
We can still see 5, even though we ran the command on it.
I wonder if you just need to refresh.
Also, I think what we're doing is installing the key. We're not actually telling them to use the key. So actually, we may have to.
So it's always going to be starting the console again, by the way.
Oh,
Install key. Oh, that's the key.
So this is the error the other one gave us.
yeah. I wonder if the last one did an error.
Oh, no keyring to modify. I wonder if it's because we've not set up encryption. So we may want to, in the config file, make a
dummy encryption key.
a dummy encryption that this then overrides.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do is, rather than using dummy, can I just use this thing? It's going to recreate it again, right?
Yeah, because it'll need to be in the right format, or otherwise it will complain. Although it doesn't really matter if it's being overwritten.
All right, so
I guess you may as well do this in common then.
In common.
Yeah. Common config, common here. Nope.
Yeah.
So it'll be in here. So what do
the standards encrypt.
Encrypt equals.
I think does it. I keep wondering. Yeah, I think it doesn't care about space, right? So
No, HCL doesn't care about spaces.
And this as well, like that. So that should be fine.
What's comments in HCL?
It's
Hash.
hash, yeah.
Oh. Okay. I've saved it. Good luck. Let's try again.
We should probably now fail a security scan
Yes.
on this repo.
But yeah, we need to make sure we use the new key as well and probably delete the old one. So we probably want to add those 2 blocks.
Okay. Hold on. Once we see change. Yeah.
Yeah, so now we'll they should now be all encrypted.
Ooh, it's generated key on one of them.
Yep, which is what we want, and then it's installed it on all.
All right. So why does it matter that we need to remove the old ones then?
Because we've got a hard-coded key in our config that these are still using. So currently, we've given them a new key, but they're still using the old one.
Okay.
So we need to tell it to use the new one, now.
All right. So that would be in.
In the thing where we're creating it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just under the install, we want to do keyring use.
And then it will use this one again.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I don't think we should worry about it now, but the super secure way of doing this, instead of install its use, is before we installed a new one, before we generated a new one, we would list the current keys on all the servers. And then we would, after we've done this use, we would remove all the old ones, which is maybe something for next week or when we want to get super secure. Because the hard-coded one is still in the keyring, it will still use that if someone tries to talk to it with that key. So at some point you'd want to remove all the old keys and just use the new one.
Okay.
But now if you run it, this will use the new keys. I don't know if there's a good way of checking.
Because we can't tell what key he's using right now, right?
You can, if you go onto a server, you can list the keys.
Oh wow. So you know how Vault does one list you those encryption keys, but this one will list for you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think you will be able to read the encryption keys if you have access to sysraw. That's disabled by default.
Yes.
For good reason.
Yeah, we should add ACL so someone can't access this, but by default, but at the moment there is no security. Anyone can log into Consul and do what they want. Oh, we're not refreshing the server. Actually, we probably
No, at the
end.
end. Oh no, we're not doing that anymore.
I don't think after the keys you need to regenerate.
No, you don't need to restart the service when you get a new key. You're just telling it to use a different one. It's not a config change.
Yeah, so if you load in, you can go console keyring -list, and it will show you the things.
Yeah, nothing changed here. All right, so console what?
Keyring -list.
So 10 out of 10, 10 out. Okay. Well, with this, why do we have 3?
I guess when we were messing around earlier, we generated, we ran this once and then we didn't delete the old key, so we've run it a second time now.
Yeah.
Or telling it to use, so because we reran it, it generates a new key, and then the first key will be the key in the config file.
Okay, so now this confirms that it's encrypted now, yeah?
So we've loaded in the key. We actually you need to specify verify incoming and verify outgoing before it'll actually use them.
Okay.
I believe that is both server and client. Do I even have that myself? I don't think I do. No. Yeah. So it's
encrypt _verify incoming and encrypt verify _outgoing.
Oh, this just has
You mean
verify.
this one?
Yeah, so, verify outgoing, verify incoming.
Verify.
Don't know what verify server hostname will do.
Let's we always talk to each other. Okay, so I need to put this in equals to true.
Yeah.
In the command, I guess. It's for all of them, right?
Yes, so I'm a little bit worried about the fact we haven't set up TLS yet. Yeah, so hostname's a TLS thing.
Verify outgoing. We need to also verify incoming, right?
Yep.
Verify incoming. Anything else?
Nope.
But
verify incoming and verify outgoing might be for TLS, and there's encrypt verify incoming, encrypt verify outgoing that look like they're just for encryption.
Oh yeah. But that's only used for disabling. By default, they're true. So that's, yeah, by default, this may work. Verify probably is TLS, actually.
Yeah, I think the verify is the TLS block.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you don't want that. So that is done then. That is encryption done. I thought that was another step, but there isn't. So next week, we can do TLS.
Yay.
And then we can make use of even more of those, those configs. And
Just need to generate some keys.
passing those around is fun.
But I wonder if it's the same as the encrypt, is actually if we just go, let's regen every time, how crazy it'll be.
It would be okay for us. I think if you're running that in an enterprise, it would get a little bit of a problem, because if you had something that wanted to talk to Consul that wasn't in your Ansible play, you'd also have to have a way to distribute new certs to that.
But
Yes.
I see this at some point. This run is going to be like 5 minutes at some point.
imagine if this was your entire estate, everything ran Consul agents. Though I suppose you just need to store the encryption keys somewhere that clients can pull. And I think it's just because I restarted the servers. It was iffy with the configs.
Eesh, errors. Ooh.
Yes, you have broken Consul. I have a feeling the verify stuff isn't what you wanted.
No, it failed at the install key, innit?
So,
Bear in mind, I think we should do that once as well.
So I believe you've just turned TLS on. So when you're doing an HTTP request, it's going to fail. You can no longer go to the UI.
Yeah, I just realized.
TLS is HTTPS.
That makes sense.
So yeah, maybe delete that block so we don't get confused next week.
You mean so the TLS part?
Yeah.
All right, so let's remove that for now.
And next week we can generate some certs and have a play with that.
All right.
I will look into how Nginx deals with TLS certs to make sure that we're keeping the stuff going.
Okay. All right, let's get a green before we leave then, so I can commit the code.
I want to leave with it working.
100%. Because otherwise we'll spend the first few minutes or the first half an hour next week trying to troubleshoot.
Forgetting why we broke it and
why James broke it.
I haven't done anything.
You're the one driving. You are the bear most responsibility for this.
All right, it is up and working. If you refresh it, it'll come back up.
No. Yep, it's working. Perfect. And it's all right. So we know it's working. Let's just extend. Everything can go online. Yeah.
Sharing that old encryption key, people will be able to hack into the console.
Yeah, well, I know what to do. There you go.
No, they can't. You have to be on my personal network for that encryption key to do anything with. You have to do anything with that encryption key. Because I've not enabled.
I wouldn't do that because it will break it. Because it's no longer a standard format encryption key.
Oh no. Anyways, what was that thing? Yeah. I did commit. What did we do today? And so and with encryption setup. And done.
Cool.
We are good to go. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
I guess you get to join again next week and see if we can kind of take this all the way and have a finished product. Or
We
Yes.
may have a secure server.
we can
That's
then maybe
about
start putting things onto Consul instead of just having it as its own thing. We can start using some of the features of it. Should be cool.
Yes.
Until
All
next week.
Thank you.
See you all.
Bye-bye.